Hello folks, and welcome to our second attempt at the Sunday night stream, now with microphone enabled. For some reason OBS has lost all my settings, so I had to just retweak everything, and everything's now fine, so hello again. Right, tonight we're going to play RimWorld Alpha 17, because it's just been updated. Now, just before we start, I better point out, I have a new RimWorld Alpha 17 series starting, I think it's going to be tomorrow. Episode 1 proper of RimWorld Alpha 17 is starting tomorrow, so this will be separate from it. There won't be any spoilers or anything because this is a different colony, all that. Hello and goodbye to Slippy B, who doesn't like RimWorld. Hello to, hello to a lot of people, because a lot of people have now turned up because I've been fannying around with technical difficulties. Okay, so we've got ourselves the Crashlanded. Hang on, let's have a look again. Let's have a look at the Crashlanded scenario. It's exactly the same as the normal one, but it's got a bit of extra research, so we can get a flying start. And we've also got 5 colonists, all currently unnamed, and we'll get to that in due course. Right, hang on. I'm sort of trouble setting up tonight as well. It just seems to be jinxed. Right, I'm going to set the thing going. If you haven't seen Alpha 17 so far, it hasn't made any huge changes. Why is Jay dead? Jay! Jay, what's wrong with you? You came out of the pod dead. Well, not dead, but incapacitated. Alright. Jensen? Oh, what? We need to make a bed. Alright, we're coming in hot, apparently. Yeah. Fair enough. So Alpha 17, if you didn't already know, the main thing it does really add is roads and rivers. You can see that on the main map. I've set up a colony on a road and a river, and you can get to other colonies really easily as a result. Also, it actually, if you actually start on a map that's got a road and a river, you can actually see it right here. So here's the road, and here is the river. Oh, all rather nice. Right, okay. Right, so already things are a little strange and obnoxious because we have this dead, well, I keep on saying dead person. Slightly inconvenienced person, let's put it that way. Right, I just got to... God damn it, it's having to do with this in 1280 by whatever the hell it is for a stream. It's feels really crowded. Also, I've discovered that RimWorld doesn't work in 1280 by 720. It does 768. It's all kind of peculiar. So we haven't got quite the real estate on the screen as we'd like. But never mind. Hello to the one true Duxon of War who's just turned up. Rexy, Soul of Zombie, Bittersweet, Lucas, hello, and a guy from Estonia, and a few other people who have already scrolled off the top of the screen. Right, okay. So I suppose we, first and foremost, I might as well just build a very basic... Does it actually need a hospital bed then? Huh. We actually do need a proper-ass... I wonder if we can just have a bed, and just a bed, and nothing else. Well, let's have a go. We've got some words. So if someone actually wants to do some building, if someone wants to do some... Why am I calling this shit? God damn it. No, okay. Sarai, who will, as I say, we'll rename all this shortly. Sarai looks like the builder. Which is... Go on, do something. There we go, finally. Can't believe we actually got someone who's unconscious. Oh. God damn it. Right, okay. We'll need to sort out this colony situation before we actually build anything. Oh, there's also some medicine. So... Oh, Scrooge has already bagsed it. Oh, you bloody Scrooge. So I haven't... these are all default names. Medical... Oh, you can actually do it in the open air. Oh, maybe it's just prisoners that... Okay, fair enough. Okay, Scrooge, since you're a bed bagger, I'm going to put you to work. There we go. Rescue Jay, and then we could actually build a actual wall around and give them some privacy as they heal. This has never happened before. God damn it. One True Duxon War, thinking of getting RimWorld. Yeah, if you like strategy games, it's a no-brainer, really. Quite expensive, considering it's still in alpha, but it occasionally goes on offer. It's really, yeah, you can get a lot out of it. It's one of those, you can play for hundreds of hours sort of thing. There's also, yeah, there's some, if you haven't already seen, there's new tiles and things in this, and a few other things as well, which we may or may not get to in the course of this. This is just going to be a fairly relaxed stream, hopefully, for RimWorld. Soul of Zombies asking what I'm drinking. I'm back on the Oakham Ales Citra, with a rather funky sort of hop god thing. There's some, for once I'm actually going to make the bloody camera focus on stuff. Sorry. This is my first drink. I mean, I haven't gone completely mad. I haven't become a drunken old bum all of a sudden. Or more of one anyway. Let's just harvest some scran. I guess we should actually bother building the actual proper colony now. Or start talking properly. Ghosty is asking, are you going to play with mods as well? I saw some new mods on the forum. For Alpha 17. Oh, I did see... Oh, God, Jay's puking. I did see... I haven't really looked properly, but I did see there's bridges. Because now there's rivers, and bridges would actually be very handy. And I discovered, this is not really a spoiler, but I discovered in the Let's Play episode 1 that you can't run wires across water, as it turns out. So having a colony on either side of the river starts to get a bit pissy. Actually, we need to name this river. This is the Thames, or the Thames 2. I'm back in the habit. So, a joke will never get old. Right, okay, so first of all, let's just set them building some nonsense. Oh, Jay's actually up and about. Louie's doing some cleaning. I guess actually we need to do some bloody... I'm going to try a few different things, because normally I just build a really obvious colony. I'm going to try doing things a bit differently. I'm going to give them all bedrooms that are kind of like away from each other. Possibly so they can't hear each other banging away at night. Like I've given this person a bigger room, I think. But... yeah, I think that'll be, yeah. That's a nice spread out colony for once, instead of trying to cram it all together in the name of efficiency. Door, and floor. Floors everywhere. This is actually not quite enough. Well, I'll reuse that as a normal room once everyone's recovered. Why is Scrooge now having a sleep? God damn it. Right, okay, double beds all round. And we probably need to order some wood being cut. There's plenty of wood already around and all that. But you get through that very quickly. And we also need, if I could remember how to click the right thing. Oh yes, stockpiles, that's right. Right, we'll build a stockpile. Let's say just stockpile. Cancel that. I need to work out where I'm going to put a work area. I'll put a work area here, so we'll put a stockpile just there. A dumping stockpile out of sight, out of mind. And we also need to build our main room, which can go near the road. Door there, and a door there, and a door there. Oh, a geothermal vent! Oh, that might be prove useful if we do any research to that end. And floors. Right, hopefully that'll give them something to... Oh dear, I just tried to put a million doors down. God damn it. A floor. Right, okay. Now I can relax just a little bit. Weird Wizard Dave, every time I've tried to play this game, all my citizens suddenly die of heat, cold, sickness, or being stabbed or shot. There should be no suddenly, really. But it could give you more of a heads up in some cases, I do admit. Especially, I think I find illness. Suddenly you might end up with an infection that suddenly kills them, and you didn't even know that they were infected. Well, you did know, but it doesn't give you like a countdown or anything like that. Hold on, let's have a look. I've missed a bit of chat. Photon's asking me if I'm when am I going to do another Starbound video? If you mean like Let's Play video, I've just put out the stream, haven't I? I've got something scheduled. I've kind of pushed it back a bit. I've got a one-off video scheduled for next week. I haven't actually got any like Let's Play, proper Let's Play stuff for the next week or so. It's because there's a lot of games around at the moment, a lot of series, so it's all a case of juggling things. So normally, Starbound is normally the priority, but just occasionally I have to put it on a bit of the back seat. At the moment, I'm starting a new RimWorld series. I'm going along with Planet Nomads for... Well, there'll be a few episodes, that won't be forever. Oxygen Not Included, I'm also doing at the moment. Again, that shouldn't be a hugely long series. I'm just going to run that for one colony until we're finished, which is, probably about 7 or 8 episodes. We'll see how that goes. So it's just about squeezing a lot in. I've been playing a lot of one-off videos recently, so I don't know about Starbound. I'll be playing it very, very soon again because it's that's what my channel's known for, I guess, in many respects. But yeah, not so much at the moment. So no. Oh god, Lucas is actually giving me advice. Good, Lucas. I need your advice because you're better at this than me. I don't need a closed room for my stockpile. Oh yes, that's actually a surprisingly good point. I never really thought about that. Okay, well fine. In that case, actually I don't need to because I haven't actually done this yet. Okay, so what I'll do, I think what it's saying is if I just put a few kind of... I should be able to just do pillars at either corner. Maybe an extra one there and there. And then I can artificially put on the roof. And that will that'll stop everything degrading from the weather. That makes sense. Hang on, Weird Wizard Dave. What did you think of The Long Journey Home? Ooh, I've played the first 40... Well, actually, I've played about 2 hours of that so far. I do like the look of it, and I do want to play some more. I'm not sure if I'll do like lots more Let's Plays on it, though, because not that many people watch the video. But I do want to revisit it in some respect. Might even stream it. Because it's good. It's kind of FTL-ish, Into the Stars-ish, and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's probably going to be hard to judge from the first 45 minutes when there's not too much peril. I think when it starts to get to the stage where you need to make hard choices, I think that's where the game will shine, or otherwise. Will it actually be fun when you're flying by the seat of your pants with like half your crew members dead and have to make tough decisions and stuff like that? That's when I think the game will shine. So far, it's just been like a easy, pleasant game just to doodle along with. So I like it, but I can't say for sure what else I really think of it yet. So I may revisit that. We should rename some people in this. Hang on. I'll get to some more questions in a sec. So if someone wants to give me the name of a couple of colonists, we'll just do one for now. Otherwise, we'll get taken over by it. But so anyone who names a colonist, nothing rude, please. I shall name Jay. So give us a name. Oh, hello to Green Frogs. Right, hello. What's going on? I've just missed off. Oh yeah, someone earlier was asking about Call of Cthulhu. I might revisit that. Honestly can't say. Oh, just back in the microphone there. Honestly can't say. It kind of like it's the sort of thing I wouldn't mind going back to revisit, but I probably won't end up having time for it. But I didn't really feel like I completely explored that, so it'd be nice. And name one Jeffrey. Oh, hello, Forgotten Pixels. Yes, okay, Jay is now Jeffrey. Right, so I'm not going to take any more names now, because as I say, otherwise it just takes over the stream for a while. So I was still mentioning about having food indoors. What I usually do is just end up having a little room full of food, which kind of like right next to the kitchen, if we actually do have a kitchen. I can't really build it here because of the geothermal thing. What's everyone doing at the moment? Oh, I know what the problem is. Right, we need to actually start people constructing, other than just Sarai. Let's have a look. Scrooge is crap. Lumi's crap at it. And so is Jensen. I've only got only two people who can realistically do construction. Right, oh god. Lord and Lady Teabaggings. Alright. I said I wasn't going to name anyone else, but that's got to happen. Oh, god damn it, I've just renamed it the same. Lady... I won't be able to fit that on, actually. The nicknames are annoyingly short. That's about as far as you can get. So 1, 2, 3, 4... Actually, might be able to fit it on. Oh, Lad Teabaggings. That's not ideal. There, that might actually be longer than it used to be. I don't know. Right, off we go. Okay, so Sarai is now doing some building there. What's actually going on? Oh, yeah, because Jeffrey's cutting some trees down. All right. So far we've already built 2 beds. And we need to actually change this to be a normal bed. So it's no longer going to be a medical bed. So someone else can actually have that bed normally, although they've only got a single bed. So they're going to get bed envy issues, which they can have in this game. Right, let's have a look around. There's a few things probably that I could actually make sure that we do haul. There's some wild heel root, which is new to Alpha 17. Ready to harvest. So I can get some medicine out of that. Anything else? I don't like these rocks in the way. These rocks, all these rocks are just in the way. I did do a dumping zone, didn't I? Yes, there it is. Yeah. Forgotten Pixels. No, I'm not naming someone Bob the Constrilder. That's the other series. That's my favourite name so far of any of my colonists. Admittedly, that's not actually RimWorld, but that's the one thing about Oxygen Not Included. You can have much longer names in that. Hence, oh, you're an artist and all that. Actually, those colonist names are brilliant. If I do say so myself. It just amuses me entirely. Ugh. Right. I'm getting some love for the Bob the Constrilder. Sometimes I just name these things entirely for my own amusement, but sometimes other people like it. Right, okay, so that's... Aha! Scrooge, you bed stealer. You get the shit bed after all that. Right, let's put some light in the situation. Jensen's having his sleep interrupted by Jeffrey. Jeffrey! Who's just having a bit of a wander and is dead. Or sleeping. One of the two. Now it's night time, so everything's a bit relaxed. Oh, by the way, let's just have a quick look at Storyteller. I'm wussing out a bit. I'm on Phoebe Chillax, so not much will happen in terms of mad events. But we're not on piss easy. But it just means that the colony won't suddenly explode after half an hour. Right, let's just let them be for a bit. Hello, what's going on? Hello to Keon, whatever your name is. That's too long. Your name's too long. So hello, even though your name's long. And let's have a look. Let's get some mining going on, because we have lots and lots of steel right here. We'll have to set up all the... Hang on, let's get rid of that. Have to set up all the usual offices on the production side of things. Let's have a look. We need a butcher's table. Actually, let's put them... If we're gonna have the food, store around here, I shall put. Oh, yes, I know it's outdoors. It's not built yet. That's why. And fuel stove. Stop beeping at me. God damn it. And we'll actually have a little door here. Yeah, that needs to be cancelled first, doesn't it? And we'll have a little storeroom here. So I wasn't quite sure if I'm going to give the main storeroom. I won't bother putting a wall around, but this one I will. And because eventually I'll also have a corpse room, I think. Which you have to wall off because people look at it and go, ooh, a big bloody corpse. The moaning minis. Right, so it's going to be a stockpile for... Huh. This is food stockpiles, so... Did I actually put that? Yeah, there we go. So I'll turn everything off, other than the food. In which case, this is the proper stockpile. I shall... Hang on, did I just... Oh, don't want food in there. Did I do that correctly? Stockpile 2. Yes, I did. So it's food is... Food, they'll stockpile just food there, and they'll stockpile everything else that's decent there, and all the crap will go in this shithole over here. And Lucas is pointing out, quite rightly, because I've got a lot to do, that I will need to actually make sure that those guns are equipped so they don't rot in the open air. Oh, yeah. Oh, Keon. Oh, it's pronounced Keon. Right. Good. I like it. It's a good, strong name. Lucas saying that the corpse room is not creepy at all. It's just like a meat locker, really. So it's not too awful. One True Duxon mentioning you've got a game that's similar, Planet Base. Same concept, but a little less creative freedom. Well, I've also got something I got a key for a while ago, but I never got around to actually doing it. Something I may still... What is it called? Oh, I can't remember what the bloody thing's called now. But I got a game sent to me which was apparently a bit like RimWorld. Judgment Apocalypse Survival Simulation. Which is literally just updated as well. That might actually be worth me checking out then. I might actually do a Let's Play of that. It's been out for a long time, but apparently it's just had a big update, so that might be worth playing. But I'll see if that's any good, probably on video, but if I've actually got some space to do it, because I've got quite a busy schedule at the moment for games. Right, anyway, we are actually still going, aren't we? Yes, there we go. I thought I might have paused that forever. Is there enough space between the wall and the geyser, says Sumavaris. I think so. What have we got? I think we've got 1, 2, 3... I think we have. But don't quote me on that. Although we haven't actually got the geothermal research yet. I haven't even built a bloody bed. Oh god, this is really cramped. Bloody 720 or what the hell, 768. Oh, right, so where's geothermal? I never can find geothermal energy, but I tend to want to research. There it is, geothermal power. So first of all, I'll need. How do you actually get the screen off? Oh yeah, there we go. That's straightforward. Whatever. Anyway, let's get a research bench sorted. Let's get a research bench sorted because I was in the middle of building all this nonsense. I can put it there, I think. It's still all outdoors. This. I need to prioritise everything. Right, there's no prioritising. Yes, that's bloody oxygen not included, isn't it? God damn it. Right. I'm just going to make everyone construct because I'm bored of looking at this bloody plan stuff. So I'm just going to let absolutely everyone do it, even though we will get like wasted stuff and whatever. There, look, construction failed because Jensen's crap. He's no builder. Anyway, we'll at least speed things up just a little bit. Oh, Weird Wizard Dave has actually played the game I mentioned, Judgment Widdly Waddly Woo. Or whatever it's called. And you weren't impressed? Well, yeah. I'll give it a go because the thing is because I haven't actually heard, this sounds really not conceited or anything, but because I haven't heard of it, I kind of like assumed it wasn't any good. Because if I had heard of it, it would have been talked about by everyone. I would have picked it up, and since I hadn't, I suspect it hasn't made any real impact. But since it's a few updates in, it might be worth just a quick go. I'll probably play around with it, discover it's no good for video, and then it'll never see the light of day. But well, whatever. But may try it out. Oh yes, a fridge, a corpse room, yeah, a fridge. But yeah, it depends because this is the normal room is a fridge, but the one where I'm just going to be putting corpses, that's the corpse room, or the whatever it is, the butchery, no, whatever. I can get too bogged down in names of places of death and destruction. So we've almost done the building. Jeffrey has said hello to Jensen. Things are just ticking along. Okay, so give me a name for... Well, we'll do the remaining 3 now, so why not? Actually, no. Nobody's renamed... We're calling Scrooge. That's the one I'm going to leave. So I need 2 more names, one for Jensen and one for Sarai. So hurry up. Talk to me, lads. Should you do planting zones? Yeah, I'll get to that just once we've done this. There's always a million things to do at the start. I'm also cutting more wood. Yes, that's very true. Hello to Eddie, who's just joined. I'm currently waiting for a couple of names to be given. So, good old Jensen Tucker. That's a good strong name, isn't it? Jensen Tucker. I reckon he's a truck driver. That's what he is. He's an apocalypse survivor. Oh. Anyone? Names? Names? Have you actually caught up with that yet? I don't know. Header, in the meantime, Header is actually asking, am I going to play the Long Dark when story mode is out? Yep, that's almost certainly going to happen. Clint Eastwood says Soul of Zombie. That does fit. So Jensen is now Clint Eastwood. And Sarai, the female colonist of new arrivals, holding blah blah blah. She's an engineer, so some sort of engineering name. Hello to Jigsaw, thank you very much. Another Eddie. That's very self-regarding, but actually it's Eddie. It's a woman, so I'm afraid you're stuck with Eddie Esser. Ha! Right. Right. Things are still not built. God damn it. Right, Jeffrey's doing a bit of mining. Didn't I rename Jeffrey? Oh no, someone named it Jeffrey. That just sounded like a generic name. Abraham Simpson. He's too late. I've got all the names now. Next time, we'll do another naming thing next time a colonist turns up. I'm sure they will. This is almost done. Not quite yet. So let's do some planting zones. Is this? I always get mixed up between mud and rich soil. I think that's just mud, isn't it? Oh, hang on. There's some steel there. Might as well grab that when we can. So there's some rich. Oh god, there's rich soil, but it's way over there. Just there. Seems a bit of a long way. That's going to be the kitchen, so I kind of want the planting to be done. Oh bloody hell, Eddie S is fast. Well, no, it's just the same as anyone else because I'm on fast mode, but just seems faster than other people. You're really going for it. Huh. How fast am I? I'm on 2 speed, so whatever. Right, growing zone. I think we'll do one growing zone right over here on the rich soil, so we'll get the benefits. And we'll put strawberry plants on, if anyone's good enough. Apparently they are. So we'll get that food super quick, hopefully. But also, we'll also want something else as well, which we'll put a bit closer to home. Let's do it. Let's just do it over here on the riverbank. That'll be nice and pleasant. Let's get some rice on the go. A lot of these plants now apparently take longer to grow, which is most unfair. But since the Alpha 17 update, things just take longer. Lady Teabaggings finally. I think she's the last one to sleep. Jeffrey still hasn't got a bloody bed. We're really not building very quickly, are we? God damn it. Korg lifter. Lucas? Scrolling back a bit. Steve the janitorial government. Alright. Let's have a look at the work orders. There's a lot of horrible little... hang on, let's just put them on manual priorities so I can tweak anything if necessary. I'm just having a look at this. There's quite a few things that we're not going to be very good at. So Lady Teabaggings is going to be the cook by the looks of it. Although Jeffrey looks like you're quite good at it as well. Construct. You're quite a good construct. Oh, you're not very... 2 out of 20 is terrible. Oh, you're great at mining. Right, okay. So you're going to be the definite miner. Cook-wise... let's see. Is Lady Teabaggings... What are you best at? Not much. Okay, so you're definitely going to be the cook. Oh shit, look at your shooting! Oh yeah, that's what someone said earlier, isn't it? I think Lucas mentioned I should get the weapons sorted. Right, come on, Lady Teabaggings. Wait for you to get up, so I'll just speed things up a little more. Get up out of bed, you lazy car! God, she's going to be the last one. She was the first one to bed. No, she was the last one to bed, wasn't she? Yeah. Come on, lady. Get up. There we go. Right. Go get your gun. Should have called her Annie. Jeffrey is... Yeah, I don't really... Okay, so let's see who's actually good at the melee. I think there's one character who was good at melee. And it is indeed Clint Eastwood. So you're going to get the plasteel knife. There's also... I think there was one other gun. Oh, is there? Where is it? I'm sure there should be one other weapon somewhere. No, maybe not. Well, that's fine. Oh, yes, there it is. There's the pistol. Right, let's see who else... If there's anyone who's a half-decent shot. You're terrible. Oh, Scrooge. Scrooge, you lucky planting prick. You can go over now and get the pistol. These still aren't finished. Oh, hello, what's going on? Eddie's asking, do I use mods? I do sometimes. Not in this particular case. Especially because Alpha 17 is new and not many mods have actually updated. For the regular course of things, what I tend to do is only have like one big mod on. Like if I'm doing like something that changes the game quite a lot, like Call of Cthulhu, or I was going to say Fracking Universe then. Just like one big mod rather than lots of small ones. Lucas again reminded me about the wood. Hang on. Soul of Zombies asking me whether I should get RimWorld or Oxygen Not Included. I think you probably get... Like I say, it depends what you like, really, but RimWorld is probably longer lasting and gives you more freedom, I think. Because Oxygen Not Included is a lot more fun and accessible, but I get a feeling the optimal way of playing it is just narrow it down what you can actually do with it. Like it's... to make a good colony, I think all your colonies would end up looking a bit the same because because of the restrictions of the game. However, it's a lot of fun and it's a lot more accessible than RimWorld. So I don't know. It's really your choice, I'm afraid. Is that done? It is. Let's sort out the meals. I'm glad to see an Oxygen Not Included. They've finally sorted out the bills in that, so you don't have to add unnecessary bills all the time. In RimWorld, however, you still have to know how to do it. So let's do this. I like how blatantly Oxygen Not Included does borrow from RimWorld. But it's good because a lot of them are good systems. Lucas is still mentioning the wood. We should be fine. And we are actually doing some chopping. But I will Bloody hell, Lady Teabaggings is the only plant cutter. Okay. Well, I don't really want Eddie Esser to do any plant cutting because he's doing the constructing. Okay, we may have to do some priorities then. I'm going to take Scrooging off construction. Well, I want you to do some growing. Right, Lady Teabaggings. Well, you're not going to be doing any cooking anytime soon, so... Well, you've already done that. Bloody hell. Sod it. Okay, let's go mad. Let's go mad. Let's cut some trees! Clint Eastwood appears to be idle. Yep, just wandering through the river. A mad prick. 12 cooking, fine meal, good sir. You know, it's still lacking construction here. Eddie Esser, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, you're building, that's fine. Okay, Clint Eastwood, I'm going to have to find you something to do. You're just like a spare part at the moment. Hunting and construction. Alright, Clint. Oh, you're doing some hauling. Okay. Oh, you're actually doing some building. Alright. Well, oh, God, you're taking forever. Right, Clint Eastwood. Have you got a gun? Did I give you a gun? Oh, you got a knife. Ah. So you're very good at hunting, but you're not very good at shooting, I don't think. Let's double check that. Are you a 6-shooter, so to speak? Well, I reckon someone else must be good at hunting. Maybe. I don't know. No, I think someone else will do the hunting at some point. Lady Teabagging's doing some good hauling there. Although you just went around in a weird circle. Never mind. Hello to Jacob. Right. Okay. I'm going to have to speed things up a bit, I think. Finally, Eddie Esser is sorting out... And Clint is sorting out some of the building in this main room, which is good. And we can finally start doing some research. That's finished, yep. And we can't do a geothermal yet, though, because we have to have the big bench, unfortunately. We haven't got any power yet. And we haven't got any power. That's a bit of a catch-22. Right, right, so a solar panel, I guess. Where should we have this? This appears to be the power area. Although that's not ideal because I won't be able to put... I won't be able to protect that further on down the line. So I want to put a wall around it. Now we'll just put it there then. A bit further away. I'm sure they'll get to building it eventually. Solo Zombie, I knew calling him Clint Eastwood was a good idea. Yes. Well, I really wanted... I was hoping to get him shooting, but I might do a bit of... Oh, we've got a visitor. Trader as well. Galga Camber. Strong name. Hello, Galga. Galga Cambar. Right, so I'll trade you something. I've got 800 quid. These are still not being built. I think we actually are lacking wood again, aren't we? Let's make sure that we are actually giving them orders. I think there's just not that many trees that are actually fully mature around here. Actually, there's shitloads around here, which I've never got around to chopping. Yeah, they're all over here. Yes. Okay, Galga. Right, we need to find one of our... Who of our lot are social? 4, 9... Oh, Teabaggings. Lady Teabaggings is the social butterfly of the group. So, come on, lady. Get your socials out. Although, I'll let you do that hauling first. Oh, you're doing that? Right, good. Now we can build the roof. Anyway, let's have a bit of trading, hot trading action. She's got fuck all. God damn it. Got a bit of herbal medicine. The reasonable price of £13.62. It's like dollars, but... Strange, actually. It's like silver versus dollar sign. Feels like they should do something about that. Oh, this is terrible, isn't it? Pemmican or herbal medicine. Feels... She's got 4! I'm just going to buy that. Galga's a terrible trader. Boo! God damn it. Oh, hello to 41k0. Welcome back. Okay, let's put the roof on. So for people who've joined fairly recently, I'd just like to point out I am actually putting out a new RimWorld Alpha 17 Let's Play, which almost certainly will start tomorrow. I've already made that episode. I was about to record episode 2, but then I ran out of time. So that's all good. that series is going to be kind of a bit like this, I guess. It's going to be more of like a base building series, I think. That Let's Play, because recent ones have been a bit kind of exotic. Have been like trying to do combat and stuff like that all over the place. But I thought for once I actually want to build a nice big base instead of like the smallest one possible. I've opened this up ages ago. I'm just staring at the bloody roof. I'm still trying to look at the bloody. Oh, there it is. Right, we just need to put a roof on there. And they'll build a roof and protect all our stuff. This hasn't been finished building yet, so that's not fully protected. And everyone's gone to bed. Apart from Galga, who's buggering about. That derp green fox. At least it wasn't Gal. Wait, was there a last part? I can't remember. I don't care about her anymore. Is she bald? Oh, it's a bloke. Yeah, it's Baldy. A male warrior of the Grey Hill Confederacy. Age 25. I could capture him. Let's see, what actually have you got? I could tonk him. I'm not going to. It feels too early. And also, I think people are armed with the wrong things. I'm still tempted to swap out some of the weapons. He's buggered off now anyway. So, who's the one who's really good at shooting? Where's Jeffrey gone pale? Also, why is the dog in the blueprint? Oh, Lady Teabaggings actually needs a light in her little room. Oh, Lady Teabaggings is getting stressed. What's wrong with her? What are your needs? 8 without a table. Oh, flip. No table, and everywhere's ugly as sin. Alright, table time. We'll do a short table, and we'll bung it in the middle. A little bit of dining chair action. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Oh well. Someone has to watch the stove. Do. Some of the rooms didn't have roofs. Yeah, that one is just almost finished. It'll be sorted. It'll sort itself out. Well, this hasn't got a door, has it? Oh, that hasn't got a door. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. How did I forget that? God damn it. Right, let's... Oh, yeah. Right, Lady Teabagging still doesn't have a... Did I actually put one down? Yes, I did. I put the little thing down there. Do. They're talking about binge watching in the chat. Well, I think when I first started doing Let's Plays, I did them quite short, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes long. But then, I think because a lot of people do watch several episodes at once, so it kind of makes sense to make longer episodes, and that does seem to be working, I think. So we need a faction name and a community name from chat. So again, nothing rude, because I remember last time we did a RimWorld stream ages ago where we called it something like Turd Bum Colony or something like that, and we're not having another Turd Bum or whatever it is. Right, come on, lads, give us a name for a faction, which will be like a faction name. I could call it Dat Inverted Chair. That wasn't actually Lucas' suggestion for a faction name, but it amuses me. The Inverted... In fact, to hell with you all. It's now going to be called the Inverted Chairs. That's our faction, but I still need a community name. Oh, God damn it, there's a bit of lag between... There's quite a long gap between me speaking and people actually appearing on the stream. Weird Wizard Dave's 20 minutes is my sweet spot, usually. Though I'll go longer. Is that for making videos or watching videos? I find with a lot of stuff, a lot of my Let's Plays are 20 minutes, but for like RimWorld, Starbound, and things like Oxygen Not Included, I kind of like I've drifted up to 30 minutes. Possibly because I've got a guaranteed audience for that and all that. But 20 minutes, I think it depends on the game, because some things need to stretch out into 30 minutes to actually tell us enough of a story in 30 minutes. Sometimes you just don't get enough done. Like Planet Nomads, if I tried to do that in 15-minute episodes, nothing would ever happen, for instance. Name your community faction name. No! Binge Watchers, the Good Sirs and Madams. Lads Club, oh God. I don't think the Good Sirs is too long. But, which one do I like? I actually like Binge Watchers. Just a pick one. My favourite there, rather than pick the first one. Not Galga Galga. Oh, I miss old Galga. Galga was a laugh. Right, I've got a horrible feeling people are going to start getting room envy. Right, so who actually sleeps there? That is Scrooge, isn't it? Scrooge the gardener. Where's Scrooge the gardener? Let's have a look. Right. I forgot what I was going to do now. God damn. And my mind just suddenly went completely blank. Anyway, let's actually... Oh yes, it was bed envy. That was the whole thing, wasn't it? Right, let's have a look at your problems. Oh, it's okay. Oh, awful bedroom. We have got the awful bedroom thing. Lady Teabaggings failed to build a chair. I looked like the arrow was pointing at the dog then. Go away! Oh, this is a problem with having a small screen. I can't get rid of the thing because there's a message in the way. It's a lot better playing it in 1080. Soul of Zombies asking me, for streams, is 2 hours a good time, a good length, presumably? I think so. I stick to 2 hours because that feels like as much as I can really do before I start to get eyesore and harder to talk. A lot of people go for longer. I think people who do like professional proper streams will go on forever. But really, I mean, I consider the streams as pretty much just like a bonus thing anyway. I concentrate more on making videos, like normal Let's Play videos. So I don't want to like spend ages, like hours and hours and hours doing streams. I simply don't have time. And Lady Teabaggings is finishing the... Yep, good. We've almost got the chair all sorted out. We do need a light in here, don't we? Let's be really mean and just have one light. Oh, hang on. At some point when I wasn't paying attention, this has been built. So let's get that sorted. We haven't actually got anything to power at the moment. So let's actually build a high-tech research bench, which is available to me at the start because of the scenario I'm using. It'll have to be there, I think. Right, so we've got ourselves a little mad animal, and it's a raccoon. So Phoebe Chillax is doing her one thing at the moment. Right, okay, slow down. Right. I've already forgotten who's the gun people. It's not you. Ah, Lady Teabaggings. Right. Come on, Lady Teabaggings. We are going to... where's the raccoon? It's there. So I suspect if we hide behind... Actually, it's just actually in a good spot right now. Hang on, let's literally leave her there. Right, who else has got the gun? It wasn't Clint. It wasn't you. Was it Scrooge? Yes. Actually, it showed you there, doesn't it? Right. So you're going to go behind that tree up there. This is probably overkill. Clint, you're going to get stuck in just in case things go south. You're going to go melee. At least the bloody thing won't explode when we kill it. That was another series. Yeah. Still had been a bit talking about what was... Oh, it's gone! Alright. I was just looking at chat and just looked back and the bloody raccoon was already dead. Okay, that was effective. Raccoons aren't very powerful. I think presumably because one of our people, I think Lady Teabagging, is actually a really good shot. So that's that then. That's the drama over. I'm doing the wrong thing. Harvest, not cut. Actually, there's a lot of raspberries here. I could do this on mass, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I was talking about length of streams. Yeah, I think when it comes to streams, I mean, it's all about expectation from what people want. Like if you're known to be a streamer, you might as well do longer ones. Depending on the games themselves. I play a lot of games on stream, which 2 hours is a good length. You could probably do with doing it for even longer, like RimWorld or Starbound, I guess. Or Oxygen not included. But there are, some weeks I do like to do games that will only last us like half an hour or an hour at most or whatever. But I always wonder if I chop and change games, whether people will be put off, because if they like one game and then suddenly change to another game, that doesn't always go down that well. I think just people get, especially casual, people who don't come every week, will sort of go well, I came here for this, but now you're playing that. So I do just occasionally, every month or two, try and do one where I know I'm going to play several more obscure games and all that sort of stuff. Seems to be working, although it's very noticeable. I've got enough data now to know exactly what people like and what they don't like. And generally, if I'm playing really hyper obscure indie games for half an hour at a time, There'll be like only about 10, 15 people in. RimWorld is going to get about 30, and Starbound gets about 50. Numbers, numbers, numbers. And Starbound sometimes gets just out of hand, and I can't keep up with chat. I like to keep things fairly kind of low-key, or very relaxed. Teabagging's caught dinner. Yes, indeed. We do need to actually sort out the butchering table, though, don't we? Butcher, just do that forever. Never see any advantage on doing anything other than this. I think I've done that in every single series so far. The foodamagorium is now working. Of course, we do for this to be an effective fridge, we will actually need temperature. A cooler. It's currently 24 degrees in there, which is too hot. Let's spout out the heat onto the river. Cook some fish. Everything's built now, isn't it? Good to see. Nice little shadow effect on the bit that's got a roof on. Hang on. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll back on chat. There's conversations about stuff which I need to see the front of. The weird thing is that camps sometimes have an army of people. Oh, you're talking about the oh god, this goes well back. Stuart Robert M. I got to wipe out a. Oh, you got to request to wipe out a pirate camp. Oh yeah, that's new to Alpha 17. Have 8 people with weapons. Will that be enough? Or there are tons of pirates in the camp. Well, there's already been a discussion about that. But in my experience, whenever I've visited anyone else's thing with an attack on the go, there's been a hell of a lot of people. Even with I think in one episode, I think it was at the end, towards the end of one of the Let's Play series, I took my entire colony in with guns, and there's about 30 people there, and it was no good at all. And if you watch the one-off Alpha 17 video I put out a couple of days ago, I did just for laughs go and visit one of the new style camps because Alpha 17 has improved them. It wasn't a pirate camp, I don't think. It was just a regular camp, and even that had it had way too many people for me to deal with. Plus, it also had mortars and things like that. So you really do need to be tooled up by the seams of it. But I've yet to experience one of these quest events, one of the new ones to Alpha 17. I don't think anytime soon I'm going to be strong enough to do an attack, but maybe one of the other quests, like a delivery quest, would be straightforward enough, I guess. Oh, Lucas is actually pretty much talking about exactly what I've just been talking about, where I invaded a tribe with a gazillion people. Yeah, that didn't go brilliantly. By total coincidence, that was the last episode. Here's a good tip. Put dead animals and perishable foods in a walking fridge. Oh, yes, that's actually what I've been doing here. So the food is going to be in here. And there's going to be, in theory, the corpse room that we talked about at the start of the stream. Where that's also going to have the cooling, but it's also going to be its own separate room, so people can't see it because it's disgusting. However, I might just not bother. I might just keep the corpse room and the freezer very sanitary, all in the same area. We haven't got a huge amount of food and clogging the place up. We do actually need to get food going, don't we? What's the has anyone actually planted this? Uh-oh. Do we not have any good growers? Yes, we do. Scrooge should be planting strawberries. Why hasn't anyone planted strawberries? Oh, someone's planted a strawberry! 1! God damn it. Have I got my priorities all fucked? I think... Not necessarily. No, Scrooge should be doing this. Oh, plant cut. Right. Okay, I'll deprioritise that. So hopefully we'll actually get those strawberries going. We have not been... We've planted a lot of rice, which has grown about a third of the way. I think it's time to get rid of this stuff. That's making things look ugly. Also, Scrooge's room is... Oh god, there's a rock in there! Oh, and there's another rock in there! What the... No wonder she's in a pissy mood. She's down to half happiness in Moodlands. In mood where? Anyway. Just let that sentence just drift off into nonsense there. Right, so we need batteries. And we need to do that. I've just noticed there's actually a big long list of nonsense up there, which I need to really think about. Right, so this is under power. Need a battery. So we need a bloody battery room as well. So this is going to be... I don't want to build everything out of wood, but... sod it. And nothing's going to burn down. What can possibly go wrong? So we'll make this kind of like the power room. So we'll be able to put the battery in here. I know, but there's a road in the way. You can build on the road, but I just don't like them putting the wall on the thing. Right, so this is going to be the world's ugliest room. So we're going to put a battery. We'll get a roof on this. Hopefully it's small enough for them to be able to build a roof on it. And it also, the power line. Is the power line actually built? Oh, yes, it is. We're not actually using any of the power so far. And we will be. In fact, there, look, we actually do need to actually sort this out. We'll target temperature 0, so it'll turn this into hopefully 0 degrees. We're going to run the power conduit round here through the world's worst wall. That should be far enough. I'm tempted to. No, I'm not. Actually, oh, there's no batteries. That's why. God damn it. Do we actually have any research on the go? No, but we can research geothermal power now. Now we have our micro super bench. We need to put in a battery. I was going to say I'm going to wait for the roof to be put on, but we'll live dangerously. Battery, and we'll tuck it in here and there. And we need the power conduit. I think we need to. Do we need to do this? I'm never quite sure if you need to do that or not. Nah, whatever. Right, hang on, what's going on? Ain't nobody going to comment on my new haircut? Oh yeah, there's other people pointed out. Yeah, I've had a haircut about a week and a half ago. It was on the previous stream. What the hell was the previous stream? Oh, is that Starbound one? Yeah, I've just put that out, haven't I? I've just put out the archive of that. That was just me pissing about for 2 hours, wasn't it? That was really was just a last-second decision to play Starbound last week. I think it was originally going to be either this or Oxygen. No, it was going to be Oxygen Not Included, I think. But no. Roof on top of a solar panel. Oh, piss! Lucas has made me realise what an idiot I am again. Well, that's a bloody good point. No wonder I don't usually do this. Fine. What we'll do is we'll do that and build, no roof zone. I mean, they won't be able to get in there anyway for the moment, but actually I'll put a door in there. Like that. So there won't be a roof on that, but there will here. And I think that's okay. I think you can put a roof over the top of a geothermal thing. I can't imagine that would be an actual problem. So we can still put the batteries in here. Trouble is, if you put batteries outside, short circuits may happen. Yeah. That's not connected up properly, is it? Oh, it doesn't need to. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm not dyeing my hair pink. I'm not Jeremy from Achievement Hunter. I'm a pause. I am. Let's actually speed things up again. Things are just ticking over at the moment. Oh, it's bedtime. Oh, it's the morning. It's the early morning. I haven't been keeping track of time at all. Scrooge's rocks, Scrooge's pet rocks, haven't been moved yet. Hauling. Do we really need to force a haul? Well, let's let them build all. Oh, hello, Clint Eastwood and Eddie Esser, maybe having a burgeoning romance. Let's have a look. Let's check out. Oh, here we go. Clint Eastwood is putting it about a bit. Attempted to woo Lady Teabaggings. Lady Teabaggings rejected the advance. Ditto with Eddie Esser. So he's quite the ladies' man, is Clint Eastwood. Unsurprisingly. I'm not dyeing my hair blue either. Sumavarus. No. Not one for dyeing. Unless I'm playing RimWorld. Oh, hello. Clint Eastwood's persistence has paid off. He's now banging Eddie Esser. Yes. So they'll probably be shacking up together, which means one of these beds will be free, which means I might actually move Scrooge out of there, out of that terrible room. Yeah, let's do that. Set owner to Scrooge, and that'll hopefully just cheer Scrooge up. Need defences. Pirate raids will start soon. Meh. I like to live dangerously. Or green. It's actually quite simple, because this is the first time I've played on Phoebe Chillax, Storyteller, which does, the description says, it gives you plenty of time between major events, or random events, to actually do some base building. And now nothing's actually happening, is it? Actually no random events whatsoever, apart from one mad animal. Right, we do actually need to... Do we need a research project? I thought we'd already chosen. Have we already done that? When I wasn't paying attention. We've already researched... No, it was... Oh, we didn't select it. Oh, piss. Right, I just didn't click that. Right, okay, let's actually do some mining. I can never remember the hotkey for this. I think it's like L, is it? Yes, hotkey is L, so let's just do that. I could just do this. There are multiple ways of doing this. We've got plenty of steel. We've got lots of wood. Have we got... We haven't really got much... We've got 10 components. Oh, escape pod. So we actually have... Oh! Hello, Hilda. Right, so Hilda Ogden is crash landed. There's one for the teenagers. Has crash landed, and we need to go rescue Hilda, which is good because we've now got a bed free. Right, so that's... Oh, Hilda's just behind the mountain. Right. I'm tempted to actually... whilst I've got chance, I'm actually going to build a double bed in there. In fact, I'm also going to expand it a bit, because that does feel mean. Are all the other rooms the same size? 1, 2, 3... Oh, yeah, that's actually the same. Those two are the same size. For some reason, I thought they were different. So they're all identical, but this one isn't. So I do a bit of remodelling. Eddie Esser is relaxing socially. Not for fucking long. You're going to rescue Hilda. You're going to go into that bed there, and everything will be groovy. Hello to Ankaron, who's just joined the chat. I am not dyeing my hair red either, Soul of Zombie. Red to match my logo. That would, no. I could also just like buzz cut it an R in there. But no, my luck, I'll probably just change the logo in about like a day's time or something. I seem to do that quite a lot. Right, deconstruct. There. Right, there we go. I think everything's now sorted. The power situation is reasonable. The cooler is working, but not for long, I suspect, because it is now getting towards the evening, and our batteries aren't, which are now built, aren't really very full. Did we actually build a roof on this? It might have happened off screen. So let's just have a check. It's all sorted. Yep, we actually have got a roof on there. So we are now doing research in theory, but nobody's doing it. Jeffrey is doing the mining. Eddie S is swiping all the stuff. Lady Teabagging's running off. Oh, we've planted this. We've finally planted the strawberries. Maybe we should do some hunting of doe. Revenge of doe. What are you doing, Clint Eastwood? You're doing nothing again. I'm definitely going to give you a bloody gun. Okay. Who had the pistol? Scrooge. Scrooge! Drop the pistol. How do you do that? It's gear. Right. Clint, go get that. I'm not sure how good a pistol is for shooting things. But, right. Let's go and start attacking. Let's go for doe. Maybe even 2. Get some food. Although it is now getting towards night time. So, oh, here we go. Clint is already on the case. Oh, you're killing sleeping deer. That makes it easier. Although it's he's doing it from a long way away. Clint, are you just really terrible at shooting after all? You got 6. You've got 6 on yours. Shouldn't be too bad. Capture her. Did I do that? Did I forget? Did I do that thing? Oh, shit, you're right. I did that thing, didn't I? Ah! Yeah, I was supposed to capture her, not rescue her. I did that so many times and she's gone. She's been rescued and now she's gone. God damn it. Yeah, sorry everyone, we haven't got the new colonist. My mind wandered yet again. Yeah, Simivaris is saying, I think they should overhaul that. Capturing someone who just crash landed feels kind of wrong. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, why is the option to, like, just rescuing someone? I mean, that's just... I mean, what does it do? I mean, what's the point? It is strange. I mean, it's I think the whole sort of, like, getting new colonists thing, it sometimes makes sense. Sometimes it is a bit peculiar. But yeah, when there's an option between rescue and capture, you just don't even think about capture half the time. You think rescue, and then they never become colonists. You kind of like think they would automatically become colonists if you rescue them. But no, they just wander off. And sometimes I forget. Let's expand that. No wonder things aren't getting hauled. Oh, there's no... Hang on. Doe revenge. Oh, no. Hang on. Pause. The doe is fighting back. Let's just deconstruct that bed. Right, Clint. Okay, Lady Teabagging is already on the case. Oh my god, that's a fasty. Right, let's just clear that. So, go on, shoot. Yes. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Got it. Sorry, Lady Teabagging. Is it dead? It is actually dead. So she's slightly injured, but not too bad. I'm sure those nicknames... I'm sure it allows you to make longer nicknames than it used to. Which is good, frankly. So is this going to stockpile corpses or not? Let's just check. I don't think it does. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put some corpses in the cold room. So Lady Teabagging should repair herself quite easily. Colonists can now actually repair themselves, apparently. Or heal themselves. Which is quite a useful thing if you've only got one colonist. I mean, this game has, for a long time, had that one colonist scenario. The rich explorer one. And if that person gets into scrapes early on, they're doomed. Because there's no one to doctor them. I've never even bothered trying to play that one. Although it is supposed to be a really particularly harsh scenario. The batteries are almost gone. I mean, the only thing we're powering is the cold room, which is currently at a temperature of 0 degrees, which is good. This means the food is all good. Package of survival meal. It doesn't tell you if it's frozen or anything. That's bizarre. It should tell you that, shouldn't it? Or maybe it just doesn't ever spoil. I suppose not. You can actually craft packaged survival meals now from Alpha 17, but you have to research it first. Yeah, chat currently talking about and the capture mechanism. It's the people falling from the sky thing. It is peculiar. I suppose it's just something that you just have to learn when you're playing the game. It's just not that obvious. Then you do it first time and you learn from it, and then you do it second, third, and fourth time by mistake, and you choose the wrong thing, and you look silly on the stream. But what else is new? Let's get rid of some of this steel slag chunk actually, because that feels like it's tatty and in the way. Seems to be a lot of this sort of gunk around here. Oh, we should actually plant some heal root, shouldn't we? Instead of relying on the wild stuff. Let's bang in. What are we doing? Zone area, growing zone. Wild heal root. Feels like we're running out of space, even though there's loads of it. We need more rooms here, I think. If things do burn down, I think there should be enough space between things now to stop it being a total catastrophe. Wild heal root. Oh, wild heal root is... well, normal heal root, I should say, is there. Check on our plants. Oh, that's half done. Strawberries, 9.1. Yeah, it's not going very well. Yeah, things are quite slower now. Lucas is asking where is Dumpster Guy. Yeah, he's around from every other stream, I think it's roughly, but not today. Maybe it's because there's no dumpsters in the game. I don't think so. No, there aren't. Yeah, had to think about that for a second. Oh, things are pretty relaxed at the moment. Clint and Eddie Esser are having their little moment. Solar Zombie, now I want to play Starbound. I've never made Colony before. Most stuff says it is frozen, says Tim Leader. Screaming Jolly, the more the idea that if you're interested in the Crashy, you capture them. If they look rubbish, you rescue them. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, because some colonists, in theory, can be more harm than good. If they haven't, I mean, when I was actually choosing the colonists for this, I just left them as default for most of them, but for one or two, I just did like a reshuffle a couple of times, just because I think the first one was literally just one of those ones who was pretty much only social and would just be a liability and do nothing and just eat food and stuff like that. Some of them, of course, can be actually actively problematic, like cannibals and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm not quite sure if there's any such thing as a terrible colonist. But I don't know, maybe I've just been lucky. But I think in certain Let's Plays, I've always had at least one colonist who was a bit useless, and I have to find them. I struggle to find stuff for them to do. So it is now the morning, and are we running out of food? We are running out of food. Also, Lady Teabaggings needs treatment. Still, do we have any doctoring going on? Oh, we don't. Jeffrey's the only one who can be bothered. Looks like Lady Teabaggings is a good doctor. Or a reasonable one, anyway. Only Jeffrey... Oh, Jeffrey's actually really good at it. Jeffrey? Where are you? Oh, you're already ahead of me, Jeffrey. Well done. Moving very slowly. Jeffrey seems to be rather slow. Hang on. Suddenly he's fast. Or she. Yeah, that's the other way of making things go fast. Oh yes, does no dumb labour, says Tim. Yeah, there's colonists who don't do like things like hauling are a pain in the arse. Sometimes, I mean, let's have a look at this. I mean, it's not. Thankfully, we haven't got anything too bad on this, but we have got like two colonists who won't bother doing hauling or cleaning. In fact, Clint even may be incapable of dumb labour. Also, he's a nudist. Huh. Yeah, so quite a few nudists flapping about the place in RimWorld. In this case, let's see if he's getting pissy about it. Constraining clothes, yeah, whatever. Got rebuffed, but that should actually dissipate. Hang on a second. So Clint Eastwood and Eddie Esser are together now. That feels peculiar. That he should still be upset about the fact that he was rebuffed by her. I don't know. I'm not sure it's a huge problem. These bedrooms are still not good. That usually suggests that there's dirt in the bedrooms. There's a bit of dirt here and there. Just one bit of dirt in every room. Maybe people are trampling it in. Maybe I should put wood down. So people are walking on wood instead of grass. That sounds like it's... Yeah, I don't want to do that. That sounds very wood expensive. So the food situation. Well, in theory that should resolve itself if things actually bother to grow. That's now 20% done. That's now 57% done. I think we probably should do some more hunting of... Those does got a bit pissy last time, but I think we coped admirably last time, so let's do a bit more hunting. Bloody does revenge. Oh, it was a raid! I'll pause for a second just to catch up. That dirt green fox, my friend classed me as a peeper when I viewed the colonist in bed. Yes. Lucas, remember Poisonetta? She arrived and the colony died. Oh yeah, good old Poisonetta. She was the one who went mad, isn't it? She went into a rage. Oh yeah, colonists who are addicted to drugs. Those are the ones. That's why I'd never give my colonists drugs, because when they get addicted, and when you try and stop them being addicted, yeah, it's just tricky. Screamingly jolly. Had an ancient nudist crash near my pad in midwinter. Saved him and had a good chuckle as he later tried to limp away afterwards. Lucas also mentioned setting things on fire. Yes, it's a bit of a prick. This is probably going to be really minor. By the looks of it, it really is just one person. With a steel shiv. 18 years old. A female drifter. This should be trivial. Maybe we should harvest this for some larks. Actually, this might be a mile away from my colony. It is, actually. It's bloody miles away. Okay, well, Lady Teabagging is doing some useful cooking, but now she's done that, I'm going to put her... Oh, not another doe's revenge. Oh, no. Okay, so we're now split a bit. Where is it? Oh, God, it's... Clint! God damn it. Okay. So... I think... Who's got guns these days? Okay, so Lady Teabagging is going there. Clint has got the gun. And Scrooge has Nout. Because we made him... Anyone good at melee? Anyone else good at melee? Eddie Esser. Right, Eddie Esser can now get that... Come on. Get the plasteel knife, which is hanging around there. So once he's done that, hang on, let's have a go with Clint. Right. So where's the evil doe? We've got him once, and again. Ah, there we go. That pretty much solved itself. I'm going to let the deer go. Oh, stop. Okay, Clint. We may need you, so stop firing at everything. Right, where's the prick? Where's that prick gone? Right, over there. That's fine. Right, so you can go... Right, Lady Teabagging is going there. So Clint can go there. Ediessa now has a gun, or a knife, so I'll let Ediessa chow down. And then I'll go and put him in backup. Kidnap her. Yeah. Well, yes, I really should, shouldn't I? I should say, what I'll do is I'll send Ediessa in first. I'm going to put Ediessa kind of... Oh, there's a load of good growing stuff here as well. Huh, alright. Right, so Ediessa is going to go in with a melee weapon, which hopefully should not kill her outright, in theory. Yeah, we'll try and kid... Oh, we haven't actually got a... Have we got a... Yes, we have a prisoner bed. We can make that the prisoner bed. Although it might be too early on that. Right, so where are you? Scrooge, what are you doing there? Scrooge! This has come back to haunt me, hasn't it? Actually, hang on. Oh, there's some jade there. Okay, so where is this bloody prisoner gone? Oh, not the prisoner, it's not... That's getting ahead of myself. I can't see the bloody... Oh, there you are. Oh, you're not attacking it. I thought it was one of those ones that attacked immediately, but obviously not. Right, actually, let's have a look at her. Since we've had the discussion about this. Oh, you're actually quite good. Hang on, although you're a brawler. Very good at melee. Does not like shooting. She actually likes living in crap conditions. Well, she'll love our colony then. Also incapable of dumb labour. Well, you might be a good fighter. Yeah, you'll be fine, I'm sure. Already, Scrooge has already sodded off with the heel route, so that's good. Ediessa is waiting. Lady Teabaggings is waiting. Clint Eastwood is waiting. This is going to be the showdown. Oh, here we go. Beginning of the assault. Hello to... Oh, God. Vampire Spiegel, I guess. I hope that's vaguely correct. I really want to exploit this. I just completely didn't know. In fact, I might as well just be doing that whilst we wait. Let's grow to San Francisco. Let's do that. Hang on. Yeah, potatoes are fine. Right. Time. Okay, what have you got? Okay. Come on, Ediessa. If things get too hot... Oh, no, don't... Oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah. Lady Teabaggings is just too good at this. Ah. God damn it. Fine, we killed her. That's why melee apparently is a better way of doing that. You're less likely to kill them, but in this case, I didn't realise we were so close to the actual gunfire. So, yeah, Lucas, I did realise that Ediessa was actually well, it looked like he was about to get shot there, but yeah, that wasn't. I thought that was a good plan, and it wasn't, was it? It was a terrible plan. God damn it. Ankaran asks, is this game worth buying? I think so. Yep. Got a hell of a lot of mileage out of it. If you get on with this sort of game, and you're actually willing to get through a bit of a difficulty curve, nothing too major, then you should get like hundreds of hours out of it with any luck. Why did I just... Hang on. There we go. That's more like it. Now they're free from my malign influence. Ediessa is healing nicely. There's a corpse flapping about the place. I really should do a bloody steel shiv. Sod that. I really should build some graves. A caravan packing spot. That is indeed new. Right, where should I put a grave? Let's just... We want them to... They may want to visit it, but to be honest, I don't really want them looking at the graves. I don't know. Fuck it, let's just do it there. The terrain cannot support a grave. Oh, fair enough. Let's put it there. Have a nice little riverside spot. Right, someone will build those eventually. Lady Teabaggings is a sharpshooter. Let's have a look. I wonder if there's actually a careful shooter. She shoots less often than others, but with more accuracy. Plus 25% aiming time, but accuracy plus 25% as well. Lady Teabaggings is apparently a child of the caravan, born on an herb world merchant ship to an entrepreneurial mother and an absent father. Born male, she disliked boy stuff and got into her mother's things all the time. Good lord. You never know, dear. Lady Teabaggings. Right, what's going on in here? Where's Clint Eastwood? Oh, that's just the name of the bed. Okay, I got confused there. I thought Clint Eastwood was invisible. Oh, meanwhile, Clint is sportingly shooting a sleeping deer. Is that also been targeted? Oh, Lady Teabaggings is in on the action as well. I didn't realise she was set to hunting. No, I'm going to allow this. The more we have, the better, I think. Mega Sloth just hanging out. Right. Things are slightly more settled now. We're going to do some butchering of some animals. Oh, Lady Teabaggings is carrying on the shoot. That's fine. Oh, good. That was a good shot. Well done. You are good. You are very good. She's the sharpest shooter I've ever seen. She's going to be very useful. If we sent her off on a caravan to wipe people out, well, we need about 10 of her, or possibly 20, so maybe not. I feel like there should be a light in there, but since nobody's ever really going to go in there, I mean, who cares? I try and only put lights in places that are going to be used a lot. I'm wondering whether I should put kind of floors. Well, I don't want to put a wooden floor down here though, because that would burn. Since Alpha 17. Okay, let's actually get a stonecutter's table going. Let's put it somewhere more efficient. There isn't anywhere. Okay, so we'll start making some stone blocks, so we can start making tiles out of that instead of wood. And then maybe we can put in some paths here, so they're not walking through slow grass all the time. That might be a thing to do. We haven't got a prisoner. God damn it. Let's have a look at the rest of the map. It's a bit dark, but let's see if there's any decent ores and everything. There's some jade we can mine, which would be useful for something. Making crap sculptures, which we can then fail to flog to pirates. That's a nice little room. Limestone wall. Oh, compact machinery. I was looking for that earlier. I could use the hotkeys, but can't be bothered. What else is there? There's that one bit of jade. Let's actually since I'm doing a bit of mining, I might as well actually get the proper thing. There's actually stuff to be mined much closer to home. I might as well set that going. Make sure that we have plenty of steel. Actually, we've got shitloads of it. Look, actually, we've got loads. We can probably start making stuff. Maybe we can make some steel statues. Maybe it's time to make a sculpture's bench, which can fit in there quite nicely, actually. I feel this is actually quite a gloomy room. A gloom. Also going to check the dirt situation again. Whoever's the cleaner, not doing a great job. Switch that off. I'm pressing all sorts of things now. Right. Set that going. Research is going very slowly. Look at that. Right. So, cleaning. Still feel like it needs to be a higher priority. Clint Eastwood and Jeffrey will not debase themselves with a broom. Ooh. Whatever turns you on. So, who's a bit shit? Or who's not really doing a huge amount of stuff? Lady Teabaggings is great, so we don't want to set her doing the cleaning. Scrooge, growing and cutting. Okay. You can temporarily at least be the cleaner, just so we don't get people complaining about their bedrooms and getting stressed. Our stress is actually doing okay, although having said that, I can't really see because Clint Eastwood is actually a big lad. Let's actually check to see what his mood is like. Oh, that's okay. It's actually improving as well. It is down to half, but it is improving. I mean, his whole nudist thing, it's only got a slight problem, that. -3. I mean, I don't really care that much. But the ugly bedroom stuff is still there. And he's still whining about the fact that the women just rejected him a couple of times. In a little pain as well. Why? That must be an old wound. A scratch scar. Man up. God damn it. Now, Screamingly Jolly is pointing out that if you do get bored of RimWorld, you can always mod it to hell. There are a lot of good mods out there. And that Call of Cthulhu was actually quite impressive. Just because, especially if you combined it with all the additional related mods, like the Darkness mod, where the night really was pitch black. It does give it a very distinctive flavour. Right. Jeffrey's getting up. Everything here is now planted. So the heal root is planted. There's blood all over the place. I think Alpha 17 did actually introduce more plants. Raspberry bushes are a bit more frequent, I think. I vaguely remember reading something about that. I just pressed the wrong thing. I just press H, but I might as well get that. Well, I think that just produces more steel. And there's more bloody steel right there. But I think the priority kind of needs to be bloody food, doesn't it? We are getting reasonably low. 6. Oh god, we're actually getting very low. Who's doing the butchering? Anyone? Oh, they're just corpses lying about the place. Oh, hang on. There's a bit more food over there. There's 4 more survival meals there, which at a pinch will be very useful. And someone's doing some more shooting. Clint, you're back on the game. Not the game. Turns you into a prostitute. No, you're back on the shooting game. Do a bit more hunting. Hopefully there'll be no Revenge of Doe. Yeah, Arkanoid 2. The old 1980s game. It was called Revenge of Doe, wasn't it? Anyway. Slipping into nostalgia. Good, right. Okay, so someone's going to do some butchering. Hopefully we do actually have a bloody butcher. Lady Teabagging. Only person. We've got quite a few things where there's only one person doing stuff. Well, Jeffrey is literally just the miner and the researcher. So, yeah, if there's nothing else going on, I'll let Jeffrey do stuff. Who at the moment is just fanning around. Is Jeffrey just really slow, or is it just my imagination? Character. Slowy McSlow. Apparently very neurotic. Very nervous. Global work speed, faster. Mental break threshold, more likely, by the looks of it. Also abrasive. She calls a spade, says exactly what's on her mind, especially if it's bugging her. Not the most social, apparently, but she's still got a 4 social. Also, she's an explosives expert. Oh, good. You really want an abrasive person, an expert in explosives. Bloody hell. Lucas is pointing out the battery doesn't seem to be charging. I think it's just... maybe I haven't actually sorted out the power thing, but should have done. I think it's just being really slow for some reason. Considering we've got bugger all in terms of... in terms of power usage. That is peculiar. Lady Teabaggings, who really is becoming the star of this, is doing the business. Whereas Jeffrey... Oh, you're apparently doing some cooking. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so the only things that are using electricity is the cooler and also the research bench. Yes, it needs 250 watts. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised how slow that's being. Just feel like we should need more. Maybe I've been very overprotective about my solar panel, haven't I? I just realised just how that might have been a bit over the top. Do we need some more power? No, I'm going to wait until the geothermal happens. But really, people are just not doing any researching. Maybe Jeffrey... Well, Jeffrey should. From time to time. Eddie Esser, right at the bottom of the list, I'm afraid. Excuse me. And Lady Teabaggings, one of her rare weak points. She's no good at research. Clint Eastwood likewise. And Scrooge just refuses to do it entirely. So I think we are reliant on Eddie Esser and Jeffrey. Eddie Esser does feel like we need him to do this, or her to do other stuff. So I think Jeffrey should be the researcher then. Although... Well, we'll wait for Jeffrey to finish doing this, which is the butchering, and then we'll put him on research duty. Oh, actually, the cooking, I should say. And it looks like now... Oh, Lady Teabaggings is really going full guns over the whole butchery stuff. Oh, the graves have been dug. Lady Teabaggings once again, running through the river. Okay. Oh, I think Jeffrey's doing all that good work now. I don't want to interrupt her doing all the cooking, because we really do need to sort that out as soon as possible. Yeah, we'll put the research on hold just temporarily. Check Jeffrey for old injuries. That's a good point. Oh, bloody hell. I see what you mean. Moving minus 30% because of a bad back. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Yeah, so Jeffrey is just going to be slow then, unless that heals anytime soon. Oh god, that bloody Mega Sloth took me by surprise there. I think we're actually wiping out the Doe population quite nicely, so I don't think we're going to get any more revenge out of that. Although, I feel like we should get some of them are bucks. I do feel like we should make sure that we have got a meat supply going on. A nice little turkey. Actually, we will be able to make some... If we're getting a lot of doe hide, which seems to have just been taken away somewhere. Oh, there it is. It might be worth trying to make some clothes for winter. I don't know how cold it gets here. I should have a look. Let's see how cold it is around here. Winter temperature -1. That's not... It's actually quite warm around here. Growing period, only half the year. Huh. From 6th of April, May to the 6th of September. Those well-known months. Yeah, I don't like that new system. It's just confusing. Why do they have to call it things like April, May? I mean, it's just weird. Ugh. Well, the battery looks like it's going up a bit more now. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, put up flower pots, says Simavaris. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Let's do that. Put one there. We'll put them all in the rooms. Give them instant easy bonus. What's that? What are you doing? Limestone chunk. Oh, okay, you're doing a bit of hauling. Oh, God, look at all this that's ready to haul. Nobody's been doing. We need a joy sauce. Joy sauce. Right, let's do that. Let's build the basic thingy-bob. Maybe have a little chest table. This is getting a bit crowded in here. I always like just put everything in one room, all this sort of stuff. It gets crowded very quickly. Furniture. Stall. There. You can have your chess game. And sort yourself out. Right, so Jeffrey is still doing cooking. I really want the other cook, who is... oh, Lady Teabaggings. We can't make her do all the cooking. She's got too much to do. Yeah. So, Jeffrey, you're stuck on cooking. I feel like we should... Maybe ADSer should do some research. There's no construction. There's no smith... There's no real smithing to be done. Actually, thinking about it, we did build a... We could build a... Let's do a sculpture out of... we could make it out of jade. Or we could make it out of stone. We've got plenty of steel, actually. Not wood. Let's do it... Let's do 3 of them. 3 sculptures. Where's the stonecutter's table? There it is. Make any stone blocks. I don't really care. Any stone blocks will do. And I'm just going to do that forever. And if someone takes too much time doing it, I'll stop him. Meanwhile, Clint is doing the hunting. Everyone's having a good old social time in here. April, May is almost over. Yes, it sure is. Oh God, the growing season. Let's have another look, because again, I'm just baffled by this new system. Growing period, 6th of April, May to the 6th of September. I've got plenty of time. So we've got a month and a half, I guess, of growing. The rice is doing well. The heel root is doing okay. Straubs still doesn't seem to be that quick, even though I put it in good soil. But that's all new growing times in Alpha 17. Oh, Clint Eastwood has got the turkey. Oh, hello. Didn't notice you there. Compact machinery. Always good to add to the pot. Yes, Skull Jeffrey. There's a Lady Teabagging has... Oh, yeah, she's sorting out the corpses. We are going to have a decent amount of food at the end of this. And lads, Clint Eastwood has proposed to ADSer. At some point in the coming days or seasons, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. Consider placing a marriage spot. Ooh, lads. Okay. Maybe I should build a little church like I did in that old series. I feel like we should have a little churchy poos. I wonder if that's actually going to happen by the end of the stream. I hope so. Yeah, we'll build a... It'll only be a small church. We'll build it here. I'll give the constructors something to do. We may pave it in gold. No, we haven't got enough raw materials at the moment to do stuff. Right, so Misk, marriage spot. I can't see it. I have to wait until it's actually built. Oh, I can just about see it. Right, and then we need some stalls, some dining chairs, but it'll do. They do sit on these for marriages. 1, 2, 3... do 5, even though that's, you know, there'll only be 3. I think we only actually need 3 seats, because 2 people will be getting married. God, look at all this stuff. Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's just leave things going for a bit longer. I'm just check out the chat. Yeah, it's Vampire Spiegel Eye. It's too bad you can't really do anything with the rivers yet. They're just there. Yeah, at the moment, all they really do is provide a bit of a natural hazard. It'd be nice if there's some sort of if some trade people arrived by boat. That would be quite funky, because you can't actually build on rivers, so the rivers would never get blocked. So I think some kind of boat action would be quite funky. Oh, however, there is one thing. Yeah, roads take priority over rivers. So where this happens, yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. But yeah, it'd be nice if eventually they'll do something else with rivers. I quite agree. Screamingly Jolly, yeah, thought Jeff would have like an old scar or something. That was a whole list of old rubbish. Yeah, well, I decided I didn't. I could have randomised that away when I was first choosing the colonists, but I don't want to do that too much. Otherwise, you lose some of the peculiarities of the game. One thing they should ask, Lucas is saying, one thing they should ask to RimWorld is some kind of combat training, like a shooting target or dummy. That's actually a really good idea, yes. I suppose they only really, I mean, at the moment, colonists only learn by doing things. So, I guess if you're going to get good at melee, you actually have to do melee a lot. But you actually have to do that on a live person all over the place, which is not ideal if they're not very good to start with. So yeah, that'd be quite funky. Right, Screamingly Jolly. Ooh, a church. My tribe needs one of these. Thanks for the tip. There is actually a was it Call of Cthulhu mod? That definitely needs some kind of church or temple, because there is actually quite a lot of things like altars and they actually have a service. You can set it up so they can have a service once or twice a day, so you can actually pray to whatever dark god that you actually happen to be praying to at the time. So that is very useful to have a church. In this case, my church is going to be a one-use waste of space, frankly. Did I put a door in? I put a door in there on the wrong side. Oh, never mind. Hello to Capitan George. First live stream with me. So hello. I'm happy matrimony chumps. There are mods for target practice. Oh, that's okay. Target practice, fair enough. Actually, speaking of target practice, let's hunt that turkey. People still haven't bothered hauling this. There is no haul. By the looks of it, there's no one prioritised on hauling. We need a haul arse. Handle, grow, plant cut. Well, surely Scrooge should do a bit of hauling. Oh, it's because you're set to clean. Well, I kind of want to keep you on that. But what we'll do is we'll have both on 2, which will take priority over plant cutting and growing for the time being. Although I want to make sure that I don't end up not harvesting stuff. So much to remember. If only I had a 6th colonist. If only I hadn't just, like, rescued that bloody crash-landed person. God damn it. Oh, hello to Buttermuffin, who cannot stay but wanted to say hi. So, hello. Right, are we actually going? Yes, we are. I was on 1 speed. Sometimes on 1 speed, nothing seems to ever happen. Right, so our plant pots have actually been sorted out, apart from Jeffrey's and Scrooge's. Yeah, we need someone to do some growing, ironically. So with any luck, who's going to do construction? Eddie Esser, who should be right on the construction, provided we have some wood, and we have loads of wood. We don't have a huge amount of medicine. Oh, this is herbal medicine. Oh, this is from the heal root. Do we have any... Actually, does that needs refrigerating, doesn't it? Ah, yes, I completely forgot. Okay. Storage, medicine. Where's medicine? Medicine. And we'll make sure that this cannot store medicine. And that'll be moved into somewhere where it won't spoil, which is rather nice. Oh, Buttermuffin is actually asking what beer am I drinking. Again, like I've done this before, Oakham Ale's Citra, which is a nice, well, Citra-based pale ale. Very refreshing on a fairly warm, humid night. Or fairly. Yesterday was really warm. Today we've seen a bit of rain. 2 p.m. Buttermuffin's location. It's almost 9 here. Morning from Australia, says Angry Aussie Dad. 5 a.m.? What are you doing up? Well, I suppose it is a Sunday. I suppose, well, I was going to say it's bank holiday tomorrow, but that's not... I don't think there is a bank holiday in Australia, presumably, tomorrow. that dog? Is that dog doing anything useful? We should actually train the damn thing. I don't know if anyone's actually good at that. Oh, Scrooge is actually really good at it. Oh, so is Lady Teabagging. Oh, Lady Teabagging's good at everything, though. Colonist needs treatment. Really? Scrooge, what have you been up to? Oh, you got asthma. Asthma. Can that get treated? Ah, okay. So, are you having an asthma attack? Is that a thing? Blimey. Not quite sure what to do about that. Operations? Maybe there's like a remove the asthma gland. I can't even pronounce asthma. Asthma. God damn it. Maybe just you've got a disease. Kill you. Actually, euthanized by cut. What is that? Oh, that's yeah. Ignore me. Apparently, I'm gonna have another look at that because apparently some things have actually changed here. But I don't know. I didn't actually read what it was, so I'll leave that. Oh, they've actually built the wedding chairs. That's nice. Screamingly Jolly is talking about Dwarf Fortress. People train melee by giving their chumps rubbish weapons and letting them wail on one another. Huh, though I guess in RimWorld you don't have enough people for that. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I see a few people, when they first start a colony, they sometimes... Oh, we build a shit sculpture. Oh, it's a good sculpture, a normal sculpture. And when they first start a colony, they will set their colonists building crap. Just like crap tables here and there, just to get their construction skills up. But in this case, I think, since we had someone who's really good at construction from the start with, Eddie Esser, we wouldn't bother doing that. Let's have a look at the cargo pods. Oh, nice bit of medicine, actually. Some decent medicine. Ooh, nice. We'll put that in the pots. Right, who's good at hauling? Right, Scrooge. Scrooge. Yes, you can consume a meal once you've actually got this. I'm going to prioritise this. Just because it's the sort of thing that might get forgotten in all the haste. Right, let's get things going again. Remove lungs. I'm not... Lucas, I can't remove her lungs. Unless I've got some replacement lungs. I don't think I have. I don't think you can actually do that. You can have prosthetic bits. Like a prosthetic heart, I think? Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. How warm was it in the UK? I don't think today it was very warm. Compared to yesterday. Today it was probably about 20-ish. My washing got dry quite quickly. But yesterday it got up to about 27, 28. I presume you use Celsius. Fahrenheit, that would be 7 billion or something. Yeah, it was warm. It was warm for England. I was in Cambridge. I'd popped up to Cambridge for a beer festival and a wedding. And it was very, very, very warm outside as we sat outside the beer festival drinking a lot of beer. Although, for once, more water than beer, because it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts yesterday. Cambridge is nice. Full of very intellectual people. Very strange, though. Right, that's it. So it's actually coming towards night time. Jeffrey's gone a kip. Everyone's gone a kip. I wonder if I actually get to the marriage. I'm going to speed things up a little more. Unfortunately, sometimes the marriage just doesn't, takes forever. So we might actually not end up doing it in this stream. But this colony, I'm actually getting slightly fond of the colony, so we may pick this up again in a future stream. I probably said that the last time we did this. The last colony we built on stream, I think that might have been in Alpha 15. Save games do not work, unfortunately. Alpha 17, I don't think is compatible with previous saves. But since Alpha 17 has only just started, we should be okay to do this again in the future, like in a month or two's time, without any danger of the save game being no good. I think we should install this. Actually, let's have a go with the art. Let's have a look at it. This is Harmony. This sculpture portrays Sarai Tang touching down in a drop pod of precision landing. She is smiling with grim joy. Grim joy? Is that a relation of Lovejoy? A mink lies near the edge of the image. The work has a sensual feeling and a triangular structure. This portrayal tells the story of Sarai's landing in a drop pod of... and that's Eddie Esser. Good old Eddie Esser. It's a self-portrait type thing. Let's install that. Yeah, why not? Right in the middle of things. Give people a bit of a mood boost. This one over here, that's a poor sculpture. Beauty 25. You can actually build sculptures that are so terrible that actually reduce the beauty of the locations, which I think is very funny. We may be able to flog that, but I think it might be too heavy. Lucas points out there's no light in the church. It could be a satanic wedding or something. Well, probably not. Yeah. Oh, Clint very much on the case there. Bloody hell, that was quick. Soul of Zombie Island was 35 degrees yesterday. Really? That was very warm. That's insanely warm. So where I was, it was probably about 27, 28. I don't know about London. London usually gets hotter than anywhere else in England. So I don't know. I wasn't really in. I think I got back to London probably about 9 p.m. It was going dark, but it was still actually warm. The first night felt like the first night of the year where you could actually walk around at night in the dark wearing just a t-shirt, and it was rather pleasant. Although I did spend a lot of time in railway stations yesterday. Surrounded by Arsenal fans at one point. Everyone looked really miserable. I'm not quite sure why. So the sculpture is hopefully providing some good beauty. Look at that. That's beauty for days. Oh, Lady Teabagging. You're actually viewing art. Look at you. Aren't you cultured? Yes. Now she's gone. Let's slow things down a little bit. Oh, the potatoes. God, my God. This keeps happening. I keep on not paying attention to what's going on. The potatoes are in. The harvest. Oh, it's rice. I keep on thinking they're potatoes. They are. It's actually rice. Why do I think they're potatoes? Have we got any potatoes even planted? The strawberries. Oh, good. The strawberries are actually growing. Another thing about Alpha 17, which I didn't mention in the other video, is that plants now have different graphics when they're ready to harvest. You can harvest. I suppose you can harvest strawberry plants when they're only part grown, but you probably would only do that if things are starting to be like wintry or whatever. Oh, hello, Sarius Drake. Sorry, I wasn't really reading chat. I'm getting ignored. Oh, Grimjoy, the same tag as your Pornhub channel has. I think that's a callback from quite a while ago. Vampire Spiegel. Oh God, sorry, mangled your name there. I just used some Raiders lungs as a replacement. Oh, so you can actually do that. You can actually replace lungs. All right. Well, that might be a bit exotic in the time that we've got, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I think it's possibly because I'm on Phoebe Chillax, so there aren't a huge amount of really nuts things going to happen in this. Nice little base. This is, yeah, I think might be a good time to put in a quick. Having said that, I was about to say, well, Jeffrey fucked off. I was going to say put a wall around the colony, but then I realised that would be huge. Yeah, that would be absolutely massive. In the Let's Play that I'm starting tomorrow in RimWorld, I filmed the first episode, as I mentioned. That is a lot more mountainous than this. It's also got a road and a river in it to take advantage of Alpha 17 and everything. But that's really mountainous, and so it's a lot easier to rope things off, or wall things off, when you actually do have some mountains to help smooth the way. What do you mean a blaster? What? Jeffrey the Blaster? What the hell? Oh, you're explosive expert. Yeah. We talked about this earlier, yes. That took me by surprise. Soul of Zombie Island has been having 30-ish all week. Oh, bloody hell, that's actually really warm. All week. Huh. I used to like the heat. I used to like it a lot. But then I think yesterday I was starting to discover that I don't quite cope with it as well as I used to. I'm not quite sure why. But now it just exhausts me. Ugh. Right, and that's English heat as well, not like I'm super duper heat. I think the hottest I've ever experienced was probably in Turkey. That was probably about 43 degrees in the shade, so probably like 50 in the direct sunlight. But that was very dry heat. It wasn't very humid, so so long as if you didn't stay out in the sun too long, it was actually quite tolerable. Although I think for some reason I remember I was standing out in some outside Colosseum type thing for a long time, which wasn't huge amounts of fun. Yeah, Turkey was nice though. Weird shit happening there these days though. Lucas making wall jokes, of course. Well, unfortunately the Raiders cannot be made to pay for that. Strawberries, 124%. Oh yeah, because they're in the bloody soil, aren't they? But they're still not growing. I felt like the strawberries should be growing much faster, but then that's the new way of things, I guess, in Alpha 17. It's the 1st of Jugust. Jugust. I really wish that would have changed the bloody names to something a bit more abstract. If they're going to do it that way, it should be more abstract, I think. Local season, summer. Yeah, I guess so. It's just the fact that you can have different seasons, local seasons, and I don't know. As I say, I still haven't quite worked it all out. Screamingly Jolly's just following up with the old doctoring thing. Unless you have a right ace doctor, you'll probably end up killing everyone involved in the operation. Yeah. But one of our people is actually quite a good doctor, actually. It's Jeffrey. And 10 out of 20. That's not bad at all. Doctors will care for both colonists and prisoners. I've never bothered to read that before. Oh, Granite Chunk! No. Sorry. Way too excited. Well, things are ticking along, aren't they? But nobody's still need to do so. Nobody's done any research since last time we talked about research about an hour ago. I'm just trying to see. Clint Eastwood, you're doing bugger all. I don't think Clint can do research. Oh, he can! We may as well have someone doing it. There we go. Do something. Although, having said that, I mean, it's a slow research is as good as no research at all. Lady Teabaggings is doing the training. We've sorted out the obedience and the release. So presumably, yeah, Lady Teabaggings is now the master of dog. So if any raiders do turn up, we'll be able to nip at their ankles with... What is it again? It's a husky. Yes, a husky. We're currently training her to train the dog to do some hauling. So it might be able to help out in that respect, which is rather convenient for all concerned. Right, okay. I think... Are we doing too much of this? Holy shit, we actually have... Look how much bloody marble blocks and limestone blocks we have. I can just look on the left, can't we? We've actually got bugger loads of it. How much do we actually need? If we're laying some floors, how much does it actually use up? It uses 4 of each. Right, marble. I could turn marble into... Oh, hang on, that's a good idea. Sculptures table. Bills. Oh, they've actually stopped doing them. Okay. Let's do 5 sculptures, and let's make it out of marble. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can. Let's make it just out of marble. So let's just turn everything off. Start making sculptures out of marble. It requires 70, which is quite a lot. So let's actually dial that down to 3. And so we'll actually make some nicer sculptures. I think marble is a good material to sculpt out of, from what I remember. In the meantime, have we got a lot of limestone? No, we haven't. Actually, granite would be a good floor. Granite. So what we'll do is we'll put in that amount of floor. That's actually too much. No, we'll actually have to make some more then. So that's going to happen. Everyone's already on it. This is probably a bit wasteful, but never mind. But yeah, that'll carry on being done. There's still loads and loads of chunks over here. So we'll never run out, I don't think. I mean, there's already plenty on the map as well. Right. Let's have a... Oh, no, they're all really happy. They're all happily building a nice granite tile. Right, just fiddle with a few things. There we go. Actually, these granite tiles lay really quickly as well. I'm quite impressed. Firefox has done something weird. There, that's sorted that out. Firefox does seem to... not quite the force it used to be. I'll tell you what's annoying these days, AVG. Popping up every 5 minutes with a little message. Starts to do a thing now where it says, you have a special offer which will expire in 20 seconds if you don't click here very quickly. Ooh! That pops up every 2 days. So, balls to them. They're panicking people into buying stuff. Scary stuff. Lucas is pointing out... hang on, let's just go back a second. Solar Zombie. Ireland is normally the same as England. Yeah, I suppose we are already a few hours away. By plane or whatever. Lucas, putting those stone floors are very useful to stop fires from spreading. Yes, indeed. Especially now since wood floors burn. This is a slightly different shape, sort of look to my colony. Normally, I tend to cram everything together, and if things start to burn down, everything burns down. But in this case, I am spreading stuff out a bit, as a bit of an experiment. Especially because if you actually go visit other people's, or like NPC colonies in this, or NPC, whatever you want to call them, towns, they tend to spread out their stuff quite a bit these days. usually surrounded by sandbags. It looks rather cool, I think. So we're just really waiting for people to build, or get up in fact. Batteries starting to get a little better than they used to. Still a bit disappointing. I wonder if things take longer to charge these days. Harvest that. Harvest that. And harvest that. What about the wood situation? The wood situation's starting to get a little lower than I'd like. I wonder if I should plant a field of trees. Excuse me, burping again. Yeah, I think trees would be a... Let's just have a great big treeamagarium there. Grow... I used to remember there's a really good sort of like a good one to choose that was like the best of like a good middle ground. Was it teak? Growing time 32 days. That's terrible. Poplar tree. What about you? Hang on, let's press that. That takes 15 days. Sure, that'll be fine. We would have enough time in Jugust to grow it all. Be nice. Screamingly Jolly says the Lovecraft mod is updated. We're talking about the Call of Cthulhu RimWorld mod, as that's just updated. Huh. Solar Zombie's asking what are the uploads looking like for this week. I'll get to that shortly, actually, because it's actually 9 o'clock now, so we should be wrapping up. I do want to continue this colony in a future stream, so like probably won't be next week because I'll try and mix things up a little bit. But yeah, a few weeks' time we'll come back to this and continue. Okay, yeah, let's have a look at that. Lucas is asking. Hang on, Lucas is asking, what about the long journey home game? It seemed very cool. I'm waiting for it to release. Oh, it hasn't released yet, has it? I'm not 100% sure when that releases. It should be the next few days. That's good. As I was saying earlier, I may do some more stuff on the channel with that. I may stream it. Not many people, not a huge amount of people watched the first video I did, which usually if I want to do a full Let's Play series, I'll hope for a bit more before I actually do spend time on something. But I definitely want to come back to that because it's intriguing. It's an intriguing game. Scratch. I mean, it's obviously inspired by a few other games, but it adds new stuff to the pot. Like it's got like funny little 2D lunar lander type sections, as I'm sure you've seen. So yeah, that's something I do kind of want to revisit if I can. Anyway, yes, I'll just have a quick look whilst things seem to be ticking over nicely. I'll just let you know what's coming up in the next week on the channel, which is again it changes from day to day. Like I keep on changing this, but this will give you an idea. It's at the moment there's nothing so like sounds like I'm doing it down quite a bit, but there's nothing like strikingly out of the ordinary. I don't think that continues when I'm not actually got the thing on the screen. Okay, let's just fiddle with the things on my screen. Right. Now the game can actually continue whilst I'm talking. Right, so yes, in the coming week, what's today? It's Sunday, isn't it? Sunday the 28th. Planet Nomads has already gone out. So next week it really is kind of like tomorrow we're starting with RimWorld, Alpha 17 Episode 1. Then, I think on Tuesday, Oxygen Not Included. Wednesday, I'm going to put out a full video of Tokyo 42, because I want to do a longer video than the 10 minutes one. And the 31st is when there's an embargo on full coverage of that game, which gets released on Wednesday. So I'm going to put out a new video on that, which is a nice long 40-minute video, so we can really get deep into the game and witness all the cool visuals on that. And then Thursday, Planet Nomads, and Friday, more RimWorld. Saturday is up in the air a bit because I've got several things that could be there. There might be a Starbound one-off video then. There might be a new Golf with Your Friends, which I recorded about last week with Pete, but I've never really found time to put it out. There's also a game called Monolith, which is coming out fairly soon, which is kind of like a fairly old-school 8-bit sort of game, and that'll come out around about that time as well. Still got the Rogue Islands Paco 2 stream, which I haven't actually put out yet. I ended up putting that Starbound stream out today, which actually means I've leapt over the Rogue Islands one, which is I try not to do that, but I did this time, and because Starbound. And I'm still meaning to put out a RimWorld kind of essay review video, which I've recorded a script for that, and it's really rather cool. But I just have to put that to some actual footage, and that's just a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. But that might come out at some point in the next week or so. But yeah, I'm still trying to stick pretty much to one video a day, and because otherwise I go mad. But there'll be more videos. There'll be more like one-off games that come out during the week, which will go up as well. So there, really. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much wound down now. Nothing really seems to be happening particularly. Clint Eastwood is doing the research. Eddie Esso is doing more sculpting. Lady Teabagging is just having a bit of food on the go. A bit of fast food. Where's everyone else? Jeffrey is fuck knows where. Oh, you're doing the mining, which I, for some reason, made someone go all the way to the southeast of the map. Oh, Jeffrey, unsung hero. Meanwhile, Scrooge has to do all this bloody hauling as well. And whilst I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to cancel this. This is silly. Oh, that was it. That was literally it. Oh, I'm too late. Yeah, that's really inefficient. I don't really want them to be going halfway across the map. Don't know why I did that in the first place. Right, okay, so we'll stop here. Thanks everyone for coming out. It's been a good stream. Plenty of people here. All very fun. And yeah, we've actually got a reasonably successful colony, which we'll we'll pick up again in a future weeks. But do look out for the new proper Let's Play series, which will be coming out every few days over the next couple of weeks. So I've only recorded one so far, so I have no idea what's going to happen in that. But it is more about base building than it is about hot killing action. So I think my private goal in that is to get up to 10 colonists by the end of the series. But that's just something that's not going to be like a stated aim of the series. But I want a big colony for once. Oh, someone's going to break. Jeffrey! God damn it. Cool. Okay, so again, thanks for coming out. See you. We'll be back on the Sunday night next week. I can't think of anything that would disrupt that. I think everything's fine. I'm not going to be away or anything, as far as I remember. So cool. Okay, so I shall see you again, hopefully next week. Otherwise, I'll see you on the channel as per usual. So see you soon. Bye-bye.